What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Chase, and man, here in Arizona, we just got the stay-at-home order from the governor. We are now on more of a quarantine than we were before. Like, we can't leave unless absolutely necessary, that kind of thing. I've been spending my quarantine wisely, and I've been working on some card tricks. Oh, I got that fan down pretty good, yo. I got that fan. That's a whole deck. I'm working on, I've learned like, I'll show one in the next video, but I'm pretty proud of it. What's the point of this video? I'm not talking about my quarantine. This ain't a video log. So part of my quarantine experience has now been that I'm going through packages of comics that I've received in the past. And this right here is Jawbreakers Godking that I have yet to unbox. And so I'm gonna unbox it and then I'm gonna do a review because I don't feel like it doesn't really need an unboxing video on its own. So if you wanna just skip to the review, go to that time right there. Yeah, that's the time. Go to that one and it'll get you right there to the review. Anyway, what am I talking about? Let's just get into it. All right, let's get it open. Let's not waste any time. Okay, so yeah, Gemini mailer, classic, ya boy. Okay, let's see what's in this thing. I want to open it carefully because I'm actually going to use this because I need to ship something out and I need to use a Gemini mailer. So, and this thing is so ridiculous to use. Oh my gosh, there we go. Is it? Yeah. All right. There we go. Let's see what this has to offer us. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember your boy talking about shrink wrapping and putting it in between particle board. I like it. I like this. EVS, if you're watching, take note. I like this. This is good. Okay, well, let's just open it up. Got a nice shrink wrap. Okay, well, oh, okay. Okay, yeah, it comes out with the pinup poster of Sashi. I guess you can see it there. So this is the character Sashi, drawn by Sashi. Not related, just coincidentally the same name. So yeah, so she, spoiler alert if you haven't read Lost Souls, she died in Jawbreakers Lost Souls. Apparently, I guess she's supposed to make an appearance in Godking. So there you go, there's the pinup poster of Sashi. And boom. Yes, so I got there was two covers. Let's get rid of this. There was two covers that you could get. One was the EVS, Ethan Van Sciver cover, which is this, which the colors definitely make this a lot better. Like, I saw the line art, and I mean, Ethan Van Sciver, he's a great artist. It's not any knock on his artwork. But sometimes, man, it's when the colors get in there. It's like, oh, okay, I can see actually what's going on now. And that was the case, like, with here. Like, because this is supposed to be like a portal, and that's Godking, I'm assuming. And, yeah, but overall, it's a really great cover. I am noticing, I don't know if it picks up on the camera, but let's get rid of that little, oh, there we go. I'm noticing a little bit of streaks on it. Like, I don't know if that's just the printer, but there is a little bit of streaks. I don't know if it comes up on the camera at all. But I like it. Overall, I like it. It's that nice matte finish. The other cover you could get was drawn by Kyle Ritter, which is this one. And that's actually a really cool cover. But I kind of wanted to just get Ethan Van Sciver because Lost Souls was drawn by Ethan Van Sciver, and so I kind of just wanted to keep them uniformed. And so yeah, that's it. You get if you just got I don't think there was actually any other tiers like other stuff. Zack's usually pretty simple when it comes to his Indiegogo campaigns. So yeah, it was just the book and then the pinup poster to go with it. That is the unboxing. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go read this right now, and then I will give you my review on it, and that'll happen right now. All right, welcome to the review portion of the video. So again, cool cover by Ethan Van Sciver, and this is a compendium of 4 different stories, 3 of which are Jawbreakers related, and then there's a Desolation Wave spotlight review or preview of like a science fiction book. And I'll go ahead and review them all. I'll spend most of the time on Godking, and then I'll just give little thoughts on the other 3. So the first one we'll do is Godking. And when you start it, there is a brief summary of everything that happened in book 1, book 2, and a little bit of Lost Souls too, actually. So it starts off and they arrive in Manhattan, where Godking is basically terrorizing the town. And I just gotta say, okay, Aaron Alfici, this is his artwork, and man alive, is he good. I really got enveloped into this story because of the artwork. And the colors definitely like complement. Sometimes the colors, like if you go look at some Indiegogos or some indie comics, where sometimes you get great line artwork, and then the colors honestly just destroy it. And it's just like, bro, do a black and white comic because it looks so much better without the colors. These colors are really fantastic. Aaron Alfici, his style, I was trying to pin it down of like what it reminds me of, because it did remind me of other artists. And what I narrowed it down to, tell me if you agree with me or not, but what I narrowed it down to was between Rob Liefeld, okay, oh, I heard the gasps, okay, I narrowed it down between Rob Liefeld and Jim Lee. And it probably leaning more towards Jim Lee than Rob Liefeld. But I don't know if he's a traditional artist or if he's digital. I'm not sure. I'd like to get some kind of clarification on that. Or just, I may have to look into it a little bit more. Go and look at his profile a little bit more on Twitter or something. Hopefully he has an Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, this is my first plug on Instagram, by the way. Chase Diamond Art. Go follow me there. Post my artwork on there. And during this quarantine, I've had this other comic on the back burner for a while called Apocalypse Groove, but it's a huge comic in my opinion. So I'm kind of switching over to a smaller one to do that might give me more confidence for the Apocalypse Groove. Anyway, Chase Diamond Art, go follow me. And so this is what I just want to kind of get into. And this is very, like, just these cityscapes, man. Just look at that. It's so just intricate and detailed. Just that I would be so scared to draw something like that. Or it would take me, I would not have the confidence in myself to draw something like that. It would take me a long time. That's kind of sometimes what's disappointing in comics, is because, you know, when you're reading it, you're just going through it, and you underappreciate sometimes the quality of art that you're looking at. I mean, this is really good stuff. Okay, yeah, so I love Aaron Alfici, apparently. I love his artwork. So let's get into something else with the writing. There is I like Richard Meyer's writing. I do. I've never actually really had any complaints about it. I've read the first one. I read the other Jawbreakers, and I read Iron Sights, which to this day, even after reading this, Iron Sights is still my favorite. I just love those kinds of stories, and which is also why I really like Devil Dog's story, which we'll get into a little bit later. But there was this part with Knife Hands. He goes on this it's a side storyline where he goes and fights his father. Okay, now if you haven't read this, I'm not gonna spoil any major things. I'm giving you just some thoughts on some side stories. I'm not gonna spoil the ending here, so don't worry about that or like other kind of big things that occur. I didn't really like this side story of him going to find and fight his dad. I thought it was a little, it was tiresome. Like it was literally 10 pages, and I was like, maybe if it was like 5 pages, it could have. That's a lot of real estate, because this book itself is not that big, so that's a lot of real estate devoted to that story. The other part that I was a little irritated, that I didn't understand until I thought about it afterwards. Silkworm and Cuffs and Silkworm's daughter are in this big mech robot right here, and they're going to fight Godking, who is in this big robot here. And Hell Priest, he has the God Gun, and and that is the only weapon that can kill the God King. And Hell Priest is going to shoot him with it. And when Hell Priest is setting up to do the deed, Knife Hands comes and he basically stops Hell Priest from doing it. You think Hell Priest or Knife Hands is then going to shoot his father, because that's what Hell Priest is like. Are you really going to take petty revenge on your dad using the rifle that we need? And then he ends up shooting God King. And then more story happens after that. So don't be worried. Now, I didn't understand. I was like, why did Knife Hands have to come and just butcher Hell Priest, nailing him to a wall, only in the end to do exactly what Hell Priest was going to do? And I didn't understand at all the reasoning behind that. And then I thought about it, and then it finally clicked. I was like, oh, Knife Hands just literally got his butt handed to him by his dad, and his dad couldn't care less about him. And he is so distraught and doesn't care anymore, because when you use this gun, whoever fires it, they die. And so Knife Hands is like, you know what? F it. I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna die. I don't even care anymore. He has a death wish. That's when it clicks. I was like, why on earth would you do this to Hell Priest? Only in the end to just shoot the God King anyway, which is what Hell Priest was gonna do. So it finally clicked for me. So I wanted to say that because I feel like there might be other readers who might read that and be like, I don't understand what the heck is going on here. Why? So I think that's the reason why. So that's as far as I'm going to go into the review on that. So let's go ahead and jump over to the Zashi story. And this was pretty cool. I didn't mind this story. I really liked the art. This is art by Charlie Snoggins. It kind of has a vintage appeal to it, and I really want more of this guy. His name's Kill Switch, and I like his personality. I really would like to see more of him. I hope he pops up in future Jawbreakers stories. And yeah, this was overall a pretty cool story, and it has a kind of a little twist at the end. And then Devil Dog. This definitely, like I said, this is by far my favorite story in this little compendium. And I think the reason why it's not that Jawbreakers Godking was a bad story. It was a pretty good story. I think I just like personal stories. And Aaron Alfici returns as artist on this one too, which is awesome because he does a great job. And I was just cracking up. I was literally just cracking up as I was reading this story because it was so, it was really funny actually, and just huge action. And then there's even like a Michael Bay reference in it because there's this part right here where their Chinook crashed, and these guys are stuck in a part of the Chinook, and they need to get to the nose of the Chinook to be able to call in for assistance. And the nose is like way over here, and they're way over here, and between them there is a whole bunch of Taliban that's just has them pinned down and they can't move. And so he gears up in like all this metal and just starts going to town with, it looks like a 50. And yeah, and what's really cool is Aaron draws what a 50 caliber would do. If you want to know what a 50 caliber would do to a man, go watch Rambo. Like the 2008 Rambo. You'll see what a 50 caliber does to a man. But no, it's still cool. Like I said, I enjoyed this story a lot. What happens is he does get to it, and then our man Devil Dog gets captured by the Taliban and handed over to Al Qaeda, and that is where I'm going to leave off, because if you think this got intense, it gets 10 times better at the end of the next chapter of this Devil Dog story. And it's so good. It was, like I said, number one. This is my favorite story in this book, followed by Godking, followed by that Zashi story, which I honestly, I could have taken it or leaving it. And then the very end is this Desolation Wave, which, like I said, this just doesn't really appeal to me. So I just kind of read it, and as I was reading it, I was basically just memory dumping it. Sorry, Zach, if you happen to watch this video, but it just didn't pique my interest. That's all I have for that one. So yeah. It's still on Indiegogo. This book is still on Indiegogo. You can pick up your own. Honestly, if you missed out on getting the Lost Souls, you can honestly pick this up. Go pick it up. This little summary here at the beginning really brings you right up to speed and everything you honestly need to know. You don't have to have Lost Souls to understand this. Go pick it up. Go get it. I highly recommend it. Anyways, guys, that's the video. If you like this video, please go down and like it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications. And if you didn't like it, let me know why. Chase, it's just, sometimes I don't know what to say because I'm like, I don't know why you would not like this. Except for maybe the Desolation Wave part, but that's not even what the book is. So anyways, guys, that's it. So thank you for watching, and as always, peace out.